All right, now we move on to anonymity on the internet. This is actually a really interesting topic. I read a few articles about this. I keep seeing articles about how big companies are concerned about anonymity on the internet. The AP wrote about this. Crooks and Liars had a piece as well. And they reference the new YouTube policy, for example, of being linked to a Google Plus account in order to comment. And they talk about the Huffington Post policy of trying to get people to put their real names in there. Some places have flat out monitors now who make sure nobody's saying anything that's considered over the line. And I have to say, I hate the entire discussion, and I couldn't disagree with it more. One article references this comment, which I'm about to read you, as if it's like everything that is wrong with internet commenting. It was under a CNN article about the Affordable Care Act. Somebody said, quote, "If it were up to me, you progressive libs destroying this country would be hanging from the gallows for treason. People are awakening, though. If I were you, I'd be very afraid." And they went on to describe how this guy knew how to walk the line because direct threats are illegal and not allowed, and you could delete a comment for that, no problem. But this isn't a direct threat. This is a vague threat, and this is like straddling the line between what is legal and illegal and acceptable and unacceptable and stuff like that. And they're saying, well, because so many people are putting things like this, well, now we need to regulate the comments on whatever site you're talking about. All these big companies are concerned, and they're trying to do it now. And my response to that is, no, you don't. You don't have to regulate it. Sorry. I mean, what's the worst that happens? So this guy's making a vague threat. It's not specific. He just seems like a douchebag hiding behind his anonymity. Anonymity. I guess I'm a little dyslexic. But okay, leave it be. What's the worst that happens? Somebody gets their feelings hurt. Some progressive lib, of which I am one. Oh, they get their feelings hurt, and then they're okay 5 minutes later? And honestly, I didn't even get my feelings hurt. What, we can't... Your average human being can't determine a troll from a non-troll, can't determine, decipher a serious person from an unserious person. Yes, we can. We're not children. I mean, here's what I think makes the most sense in terms of comments. I like the way YouTube used to do it, where you could put a comment, and then if enough people vote it down, it hides it, and then if you want to see it, you just click unhide, and you can see it. That makes sense. I mean, look, if somebody writes something douchebaggy or whatever... I mean, I think they have a right to say something douchebaggy. And I always think about it, you always have to think about it, what if it affected you personally? I mean, look, a lot of the things I talk about on the show are things that the overwhelming majority of people hate and disagree with. I mean, I talk about how I have a disdain for religion, and I think it's illogical and irrational, and you're probably not all that intelligent if you believe in these religions and the fact that they're literally true. Okay, well, that's an uncomfortable thing for a lot of people to hear. Should I not be allowed to say that? It's a genuine slippery slope. I understand that a lot of the times when a slippery slope argument is invoked, it's bullshit and it's a cop-out to distract from a bigger issue, and there's a different way to discuss it. But this is a genuine slippery slope. And who's going to determine what's offensive and what's not offensive, and what's okay and what's not okay? Another human being who has biases and opinions and beliefs. And there shouldn't be this overarching moderator that gets to determine this or that. I mean, on these issues, I'm incredibly libertarian. The only... things that shouldn't be allowed to be said or shouldn't be part of free speech are the things that are already exempt. You can't say fire in a movie theater, you can't say bomb on a plane, and you can't make direct threats. That's pretty much it, man. Anything outside of that, you're doing too much and you need to calm down.